Welcome to Week 10 football. This week, we lost a treasured member. Ben passed away last week, and he will be missed dearly. Rest in peace, Ben. The Ravens are coming off a dominating win over the Broncos. They are confident, maybe a bit too confident, with their new shiny helmets. Maybe the gold of their helmets will match the yellow of the flags that they are getting, which allows Chase Brown to grab the first touchdown of the game. The Ravens respond with a touchdown of their own to Aguilar. Jamar Chase says goodbye as he gets a 60-yard touchdown. And after a Chase Brown fumble, Lamar has a crazy run and then goes to Henry for the touchdown. Wallace saw Chase's touchdown earlier and said goodbye himself. But Tucker misses the extra point. Another defensive stand leads to a Mark Andrews touchdown. They make up for the missed field goal with a 2-point conversion. Burrow and Chase answer almost immediately with another huge touchdown throw. Lamar almost throws a horrendous interception, but they end up driving the ball down to the end zone with a touchdown caught by Bateman. The Ravens are committing so many penalties that the Bengals don't need to do much to get back into the red zone. Jamar Chase gets a third touchdown. And the Bengals are feeling ballsy. They watched that Buccaneers and Chiefs game. They know that if they want to win this, they gotta do it right now. But they don't get it, so it's over. I took 3 years of German in high school, so this is actually the first time I'll be able to use it outside of that class. Die Giants und die Panthers spielen diesen Sonntag in Deutschland. That's enough of that. Chuba Hubbard was given a 4-year extension in Carolina, and he'll earn that by getting a 20-plus yard run capped off by a touchdown by the rookie Sanders. The Giants eventually get down the field and kick a field goal, but Gano kicks it wide right. It's Gano good. The Giants had a chance to score again, but damn Daniel, he threw a pick in the red zone. The team swapped touchdowns after that, and Hubbard fumbled the ball, which gave the Giants great field position. But Danny Dimes, damn Daniel, he threw another interception right when the momentum was shifting. The Panthers just need to close this game out. It all rests on the young shoulders of Bryce, which is not a great idea. The Giants are heating up in their 2-minute drill. It all comes down to Gano for the game-tying kick. He makes this one. Feeding off the momentum, the Giants get the ball first, but fumble the first snap in overtime. The Panthers then kick the game-winning field goal in Germany. The Steelers fans have invaded Washington, waving terrible towels over their heads like it's a home game. The Commanders muff a punt early on, leading to a George Pickens touchdown grab. The Steelers then tried to fake a punt, but that failed pretty miserably and led to an Austin Eckler touchdown. The Commanders muffed another punt. This time it goes right into the Steelers' hands, and Freiermuth gets the touchdown. Another touchdown for Eckler today. Also, Mike Williams got a huge grab late for a touchdown. The Commanders do love shooting themselves in the foot, though. They get a neutral zone infraction to end the game. Let Russ dance? Joe Flacid slithers back onto the field. He tells Richardson, who was on the bench by the way, "Watch and learn, kid," as he throws a pick six. Jonathan Taylor could go all the way. Oh, maybe not. The Colts do score at least. Josh Allen threw an interception. I suppose we're back to the 1 interception a game rule for him. He does make up for it with a rushing touchdown. It took medical staff too long to drive to CVS and pick up some Viagra for Joe Flacid. Once the game was out of reach, he did throw a nice garbage time touchdown. I'm no football genius, but at this point, I would get Richardson back in there. The kid needs to learn. Trial by fire didn't work last year. And now sitting on the bench behind the living embodiment of an Amish person playing football isn't working either. And the Colts agreed with me. The bump from firing your coach is real. The Saints are playing like they did in the first 2 weeks of the season. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, who's pissed that he didn't get a call from Aaron Rodgers to join the New York shit show, goes off in this game for 2 touchdowns. Young Waku is having a rough game, but so are the Falcons in general. Derek Carr's from California, so why the fuck does he sound like he would fuck his cousin in a tractor outside of a Waffle House in Alabama?
Yeah, absolutely. We just want to win. Our city deserves a winner, and that's all we want to do. So shout out to DA because he helped us build this. I know he wasn't here today, and I know Rizzy will say the same thing. Shout out to DA because he helped build, paved the way for us. And so, DA, we love you, but I'm happy for Riz too. That's his first win. Hopefully that gets us back on track.
Christian McCaffrey is back in the lineup for the first time this season. Fantasy owners go crazy. His stint in Germany was worth it, even if he now wears lederhosen underneath his uniform. Brock Purdy fires a shot right to the chest of Pascal for a touchdown. George Kittle had a great toe tap touchdown in the end zone. It was crazy. This was not the week for kickers. Moody missed 3 field goals in this game. The Bucks, they went for it on a 4th down to tie the game. Pretty ballsy. Unfortunately for them, the 49ers had a crazy drive and they got in the field goal range. Moody, he's missed 3. Can he kick the game-winning field goal? Redemption is sweet. I feel bad for Baker. Seems like every week he plays his heart out just to lose. Well, the Browns once again get stomped on by a superior opponent. They become the first team to be shut out this year. It's a very Browns thing. The bye week has been playing really well recently. We'll see how it pans out for them after Thanksgiving. It's a reverse Revenant situation where the frontiersman beats the bear with a single musket shot. This game is unbearable to watch. The Bears' offensive line is very injured, and Caleb Williams is getting mauled in the backfield. Oh boy, losing to the Patriots. That's a bit embarrassing, I think. The Bears just need more training. Maybe some more bearobics, if you will. Matt Eberflus might have to call an Uber to get home after his door code won't work for the facility. Caleb might go home in a slump and devour some bear claws so fast he'll break the sound barrier. They really need to get back to the bare necessities on offense. If they keep playing like this, their season will be playing taps on the baritone. Shakespeare couldn't write a more dramatic decline than this. As the team heads for the bear port, it must be a sad scene. Winnie the PU! The Broncos were in the driver's seat most of this game. Bo Nix played good enough, and the Chiefs seemed to be losing some of that magic. It was all driving in the chaos. They could break their winning streak. They looked completely beatable. It was dire. Andy Reid, known for his love of cheeseburgers, was seen making a blood pact with Ronald McDonald in the back parking lot. A few minutes later after that, a series of unfortunate events happened for the Broncos, culminating in a blocked game-winning field goal. After last week's win, I perhaps had some faith in the New York Packers, but much like the Concorde, they sputtered out and burned on the tarmac. The offense was abysmal, and the defense was even worse. Kyler Murray was running double-time vigilance and fast hand perks, throwing shots down the field and getting all his score streaks, launching an archangel into the end zone, then a hellstorm, and finally a nuke that obliterates Sauce Gardner. George W. Bush is at this game. He must have sniffed out some oil underneath the stadium. It's a dark time for the Cowboys, which is kind of ironic seeing as the sun is blinding CeeDee Lamb. Cooper Rush is in for the Cowboys this week because Dak is out for the rest of the season. He botched the snap early on that went the Eagles' way. That culminated in a tush push from them. Cooper Rush, more like Pooper Rush. They ended up putting Trey Lance in, but Ferguson fumbled the ball on his first drive. Lance then threw an interception on his next drive. So, Mike McCarthy's fucked, right? Joe Mixon sets the tone early with a touchdown. Jared Goff makes a return tonight. He had a big game throwing 5 interceptions. Hold on. 5? The Texans are in complete control, and just when the Lions were getting momentum, Goff does it again. But he doesn't give up. A nice screenplay for Montgomery, then a touchdown to St. Brown gets the Lions back in the game. After another defensive stop, the Lions work their way down the field. They kick a game-tying field goal, the longest one in Lions history. Dan Campbell calls upon the 3 toes and 1 ass cheek spirit to steer the Texans' field goal attempt wide right, which gives the Lions a chance to go down the field and win it. They kick the game winner, giving the upright a kiss on the way through. The Dolphins come into this game a cornered animal. In their way is another animal, the Rams, who need to keep their momentum going. The Dolphins strike first with 2 impressive Waddle catches, capped off by a touchdown by Washington. The Rams' offensive line was offensive. Stafford was barely having time to throw the ball. He eventually was picked off. The Dolphins copied this and had Tua throw an interception too. He almost knocked his own head off trying to get the tackle though. As reckless as ever, aren't we, Tua? The Rams recover a fumble, but they still can't get much going, making a few field goals but never overtaking the Dolphins. Towards the end of the game, Sean McVay chickens out. He kicks another field goal when he's down 11 points instead of going for a touchdown. That makes a deficient 8 points, but the Dolphins go right back down the field and kick a field goal. Was that an Odell Beckham catch? In the end, the Rams mismanaged this game, giving the Dolphins a much-needed victory.